So Fiverr made some changes and I am loving those changes. They added 2 new features, or they added 1 feature and they improved 1 feature. And I think if they really roll it out for all users, that is going to be very helpful for beginners on Fiverr. Last week I received an email from Fiverr and the subject line is a whole new way to find a client. And yes, I got interested and I opened the email. And it turns out they launched a new feature on the platform. They call it profession-based catalog. And right now it's not open to everyone, they said in the email. And they invite a few, I don't know if it is few, they invited some freelancers on Fiverr to try it out. So I click the link, I go to my Fiverr account and I test it out. And I really like it. It's exactly what they said, a whole new way to find a client. How it works is you can create your catalog, similar to how you can create a gig, but it's different. You can create a profession-based catalog. Like I am a virtual assistant, so I can create a professional catalog for a virtual assistant. I can include work samples in a whole better way to add work samples, descriptions, and all other relevant information. Let me share my screen and show you how it looks. So this is the email I received from Fiverr last week, and it's a whole new way to find a client. Think outside the gig. So instead of just a gig, they created a new thing called profession-based catalog. And after I click add my profession, I went through the process. It's a little bit of a long process. I created 2 catalogs, and this is how it looks on my profile. You see, I have a virtual assistant catalog, and I added 1 gig to the profession-based catalog. And there are some overview information right here and a starting price. And 5 years of experience, I just choose and added years of experience that I have in this field. And I have my description right here. And I have some reviews that are relevant to the profession that I added. And if we scroll, you can see these are some of the areas that I'm offering my services on this profession. And then I have my work samples. You see, this is one. We can click here to see more of the work samples that I added. This is a spreadsheet that I created for a business some time ago, and I added it. If we click here, we can see the title of the portfolio item, the description of it, what I did, the price that I got paid to do the work, the amount of time it took, the industry, and this is a screenshot of the actual project that I work on and other relevant information. And if we scroll back, we can see another item that I added. If we scroll, we can see another portfolio item that I added. So this is how the portfolio section looks like. And if you scroll, you can see some gigs. These are gigs that I added to this profession catalog. And if you scroll, these are the portfolio items, and these are some other relevant information. So this is how it looks. I created another one for web design right here. If you click, you can see the same type of information and the same work samples. So this looks a lot better. This looks a lot better than just a gig, creating a gig. And this is another opportunity really to rank in search on Fiverr. If someone is looking for a virtual assistant, they are probably looking for a professional, not a one-time gig. So this is really great for virtual assistant. At the moment, it's not open for everyone, I believe, but hopefully they are going to roll it out slowly for everyone. And if you have access to it, then you should just jump on it right now. Probably if you have access to it, they will send you an email about it. If they didn't, you can come to the top section of your Fiverr profile under business. Under business, you will be able to find it. I'm going to show you later. Let me show you the next feature. The next feature is kind of similar, but even better. I received another email. Let me show you the email I received. This is it right here, a new and improved brief experience. You know, Fiverr used to have brief, where they will send you an email and notify you about a brief. If you are interested in it, you can send the client a proposal. and they recently made changes and only few people have access to it. So they made some changes to it and improved it now. And the improvements they made to it, it looks a lot like when they have a buyer request. You can go to the buyer request tab and you can see clients who are looking for virtual assistant or freelancer or whatever you are offering. And if you like what you see, similar to Upwork, you can apply for the job. You can send proposal or ask the client for a question. And the best part is, with this method, is free. On Upwork, you have to have Connect in order to see jobs and apply. But on this Fiverr new brief experience, you don't need to have anything. You don't need to pay anything. Anyone who have access to it can just go to the tab and apply for the job. I don't know how many people have access to it right now. It is still in beta mode, I believe, because not everyone have access to it. Let me show you how it looks. If they send you a notification about a brief, you are going to see it under notifications here, and you are also going to receive it in your email. But if you come to my business and click here, if you have access to it, you are going to see briefs. And this is the profession-based catalog. If you have access to it also, you are going to see it. If I click for the profession, these are the two profession catalog that I created. So if you have access to it, you are going to find it under my business. And the next one is briefs. If you click on it, that is, if you have access to it, you are going to see briefs. You see, similar to how Upwork works, you can read all of this. You can click to open it in another tab or in a sidebar, I believe. If you click on it, you can read the description of the job, and you can even click here to see some information about the client. And if you like what you see, if you like the job description and you can do the job, then you can either create an offer or ask the client a question. If you want to ask a client a question, you just click here and it will open in another tab, and you can ask them your question, or you can just send them an offer. So this is how it looks. You see, this looks a lot like the buyer request when Fiverr have buyer request, and you can see how when it was posted, this was posted 13 hours ago and 4 people already responded to it. And this one 5 hours ago and 1 person responded to it. And if you go to the responses tab, you can see the ones you responded to. I responded to a few. I had a conversation with 2, I think. One has too low of a budget, and the other one I didn't like what they do. So this is really how it works. And this is what I love the most, this brief experience, because I believe if you have access to this, then this is going to be your chance to find a client on Fiverr. Right now, I know it is in beta mode, so not everyone have access to it. But if they roll it out gradually and everyone have access to it, you need to jump on it as soon as you have access to it. And hopefully this is going to help you really break the barrier on Fiverr and find your first client. And if you don't have access to it yet, then you shall put your effort and energy into cold outreach. If you don't know much about it, you can watch this next video to learn everything you need to learn about cold outreach. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.